let's learn about Lewis structure. At the end of this lesson, students should be able to draw Lewis structure of covalent species with single, double, and triple bonds. Lewis structure is a diagram that shows the bonding between atoms of a molecule and the lone pairs of electrons that may exist in the molecule. The following steps are used to draw the Lewis structure of a covalent molecules and polyatomic ions. How you actually draw the Lewis structure of a molecule? Let's start with nitrogen trifluoride. There are 5 important steps you need to follow when draw the Lewis structure of molecules. For nitrogen trifluoride, there are 1 nitrogen and 3 fluorine atoms. When calculate the valence electrons, you need to multiply the valence electrons with this number. We start with nitrogen. Valence electrons of nitrogen is 5, while valence electrons of fluorine is 7, and there are 3 fluorine in the molecule, so times 3, and equals to 21 electrons. So, total number of valence electrons is 26. Step 2. Decide the central atom and terminal atoms. Nitrogen atoms is more electropositive than fluorine. Therefore, we choose nitrogen as the central atom, while fluorine as the terminal atom. Place nitrogen in the middle while fluorine atoms around it. Step 3. Draw single bond between nitrogen and fluorine atoms. We used 6 electrons in drawing 3 single bonds, therefore 20 electrons remaining. Step 4. Complete the octet for all terminal atoms. Each fluorine atoms already have 2 bonding electrons. So, add 6 electrons to each fluorine to achieve octet. We use 18 electrons in these steps, therefore 2 electrons remain. Step 5. Place 2 remaining electrons on the central atom nitrogen to make it octet. Now no electron left. Let's check the structure again. All fluorine atoms are surrounded by 6 non-bonding electrons and 2 bonding electrons. Thus, they are octet. While nitrogen has 2 non-bonding electrons and 6 bonding electrons. Thus, nitrogen is octet. All atoms are octet. Therefore, this Lewis structure is complete. Let's draw the other Lewis structure. Now we are going to draw Lewis structure of polyatomic ion. Step 1. Count all the valence electrons. Nitrogen has 5 valence electrons, while hydrogen has 1 valence electron, and multiply by 4 since ammonium contains 4 hydrogen. Don't forget to deduct 1 electron because the positive 1 charge of ammonium ion. Now, total number of valence electrons is 8. Step 2. Decide the central atom and terminal atoms. Nitrogen is the central atom even though hydrogen is more electropositive than nitrogen. Hydrogen always has terminal atom. Therefore, place nitrogen in the middle and hydrogen atoms around it. Step 3. Draw a single bond between nitrogen and each hydrogen atom. Here, we use 8 electrons in drawing 4 single covalent bonds between nitrogen and hydrogen atoms. So, no more electrons remain. Is it the Lewis structure complete? Let's check the structure. All hydrogen atoms are duplet, while nitrogen is octet. Therefore, this structure is complete. But don't forget to put the structure in the bracket and write its positive 1 charge for this ion. Let's draw one more Lewis structure. Step 1. Count all the valence electrons. Carbon has 4 valence electrons, while oxygen has 6 valence electrons. These 6 electrons are multiplied by 3 since there are 3 oxygens in carbonate ion. Then, add 2 electrons to the valence electron for the negative 2 charge of carbonate ion. Thus, total number of valence electrons is 24. Step 2. Decide the central atom and terminal atoms. Carbon atom is more electropositive than oxygen. Therefore, carbon is chosen as the central atom while oxygen as the terminal atom. Place carbon in the middle while oxygen around it. Step 3. Draw a single bond between carbon and oxygen. In this step, we use 6 electrons in drawing 3 single covalent bonds. Therefore, 18 electrons remain. Step 4. Complete the octets for the terminal atoms. By using remaining 18 electrons, add 6 electrons to each oxygen to make them octet. And now no more electron left. Is it the structure complete? No, carbon atom only has 6 electrons. If the central atom is not octet, make a multiple bond, double or triple, by using a lone pair from the terminal atoms. And now carbon atom have complete. Let's check the structure again. All atoms are octet. Therefore, this structure is complete. Don't forget to put this structure in a bracket and write its charge.